All right.
Wait, mine just got fucked up. Hold on.
Well,
Okay, now we're
it's
good.
one take, Jake. We're in here for the
Oh
for the
no!
algorithm. Dude, I legit, I knew this would happen, bro. I was like, it's morning
I
time.
know. I
It's
know.
can. I was like, this morning time. I was like, this is gonna happen. Like,
I was so sure I was gonna pull through. I was like, I'm gonna make this work. But you know what time it is, actually? Hold on, everybody. It's a new era.
is it time?
It's time.
Yo,
Oh
yo.
shit. AirPod fell out. God damn it.
Anyway, oh yeah. So it's just me for now. But yeah, getting a cam is like a is nocturnal. Anything before like the hour of 3 p.m. is like that's like early hours. yo, 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 Bonnet
I
gang.
was in need of a new bonnet. I was in need of because my old one was like falling apart. And I was talking to
Your
Awesome, and
audio
I
is
was like,
like
this,
your
I'm gonna
audio
lose my
is weird
mind.
at this.
Everything is fucked up right now. Um,
I
oh my
love this.
goodness.
I
Okay.
love this.
I was in
All
need
right,
of
you
a new
sound crisp
bonnet.
now.
I was in need of a new bonnet because my old one was falling apart. And I was texting Awesome, and I was like, this pink one with the bow is really speaking to me.
Did you order
And
it? Is
I
that
tried
it?
it on last night. This is it. I tried it on last night, and I was like, I don't know where to tie this bow that it's not just hanging right in front of my face.
It's got to be off to the
Also,
side. You ever
it's
like
gotta be
tied
off
like
to the
a
side.
do rag? Well, I'm not. I'm asking a white person if she ever tied a
I
do
was gonna
rag.
say, yeah, I have not tied a do-rag. But
You gotta like because it's
the,
similar to a do rag because that's how they tie as
mhm.
well. Like it loops and
But
it kind of hangs in the front.
the girl in the picture, oh man, this looks so bad.
Yo, you look like a soul
Um,
sister. Nah, you look like my sister when she's about to go to sleep. This is Sister Cameron.
oh my
This is
god.
altar call. This is Cameron down at the church. You about to lead the
Is
choir.
this okay? Is everyone okay with this? Am I allowed to do this?
Yo, this is hilarious. I
It's,
love this.
I also got new um AirPods that won't stay in,
All right.
so I'm gonna have to. So they keep falling out, which is really cool. Anyway, hi, one take Jake.
One take,
Um,
Jake. This is all in. Bonnet Cam, Bonnet
oh my
Gang.
god, Bonnet Gang. Holy jeez. All right,
So yeah, how we in? What?
we're in here.
Speed run. All the topics. Cameron.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. What did you
I
eat
don't.
today? I'm assuming you didn't eat anything at all. I'm assuming you've just got
I
out
have
of bed.
not eaten, and I'm a little bit screwed because I'm at work till 5.
Oh man.
Um, there's a vending machine there. I'll find something to eat.
Oh man. You're
Um,
gonna go to the egg vending machine.
yeah, they don't have eggs in the vending machine. What am I gonna do?
That's your life. That's your sustenance. That's what you
Yeah,
live off of.
for real. Oh my god, this is anyway.
But yeah, uh, Cameron, technical difficulties. Cam versus technical difficulties. Cam versus being up early. What's the earliest job you ever had? Like, what was the earliest shift you ever worked?
Um, Probably 6 or 7 at the cafe that I worked at. I did like opening shifts sometimes, but I don't know. I don't know. I it so just depends on the day. Like yesterday I was up at like 7 just naturally without an alarm, and then today I could not manage it.
around like 9, I'm getting sleepy. I don't know. I'm up at like 5 or 6 every single day.
Mm,
Every day, 5 or 6. Unless I'm sick,
wow.
then I'm sleeping. But yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, presidential. I didn't watch any of this presidential debate. I think I've seen maybe 35 seconds of it.
Oh God. Okay, what have you seen? What have you seen in the debate?
I saw golf. Well, first off, Biden, he looked like a corpse. He looked like he was gonna die at any moment. He looked like at any time, I swing the golf club and I do it. I drive a six. You don't want this. That's what that's what I was hearing. Is that Celsius energy?
It is rain energy.
Oh, yo, it's just like I drive the
Same
club,
difference.
and I don't know. Trump was not as swagged out as. I don't want to say Trump has swag, but he has like a. I'd say in his 2016 run and his presidency up until like 2020 or whatever, he had like a. I don't know. There was like just a bravado, like a swag about him
Hmm.
that was. I don't know.
Yeah.
They both seemed very muted. Like I was like, Trump just isn't as funny as he once was. He used to
It
make me
was
laugh so much.
the debate for everything it was not all that comedic. It was largely wait, hold on. Um
What went down?
it wasn't all that funny. It was mostly just really painful. Um Biden was flailing. Trump sounded much more
He looked like he
fluent
was
than
gonna
him,
die.
but was just fire hosing lies. Like everything he said was just false. And okay, all right. CNN's handling of this debate is honestly an affront to the field of journalism. Like, they were copyright striking anyone who streamed it, which was like limiting its reach, which is
Yo,
crazy. Um, they had no moderation. Like, I've
no
watched a
mod.
lot of debates. They did nothing. The question, and then they didn't do anything after that. And like, I recently watched the Colorado primary debate, which had a news anchor named Kyle Clark who would get all up in these people's. He would like. He would ask a question, and then if they didn't directly answer it, he'd be like, "You didn't answer the question." He would press people. He'd be like, "How does that work?" Like, he was a really good moderator. And so, that compared to in all the political debates that I've ever watched, this was easily the worst moderation. They didn't do anything. Um, to the point where, like, you could have put up a board with the questions and then just had someone with like a stopwatch, and that would have been better than what they did. Most jobs can't be replaced by AI, but I genuinely think AI would have done a better job than
So
Jake Tapper and Dana Bash did.
there was pretty much no. They were just letting him go. There was no like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? It was just a freestyle, a free for all.
It was like, I can't remember. Every question they asked, the response would have nothing to do with the question. So it would be like, all right, Trump, how are you going to pay for childcare? Like, how are we going to cover the cost of childcare? And Trump would be like, there are migrants flooding into the country. And they'd be like, thank you. And then go on to the next question. And all that they needed to do was say either like, you didn't answer the question, or what do you mean by that? Trump at one point, they asked him about like the environment, and he was like, when I was president, we had H2O. We had the best environmental numbers. Everyone said
Was
that.
there was no
And it's like,
water
what are you
beforehand?
talking about?
There was no water beforehand.
He he said so many things. He said that he implemented policies that were actually implemented during the Obama and Biden administrations. He completely
Yo, he was
fabricated things
Poland.
like that. Yeah, he was like, Europe doesn't accept American cars. He twice brought up post-birth abortions. He said that Biden had the biggest budget and trade deficits, both of which were actually records set under Trump. And Jake Tapper would just be like, okay, sounds good. And I was like, okay, thank you. Just completely useless. So now I want to make a video about it because I'm like, this was ridiculous. And
You got to.
So
Weekly
I'll
Cam.
probably do that soon. Weekly
You
Cam.
got you got
Subscribe.
to.
Video about the debate coming out. Probably.
So what even? Because so that must have been why there was no clips. Because I'd say the Hillary and what was it, Trump debate, that was like a whole,
Hmm.
the memes I saw of it, like what song are they singing in the emails, because you'd be in jail if I were president,
Right.
like and then the initial Biden and Trump, Sleepy Joe all the time. But this, I saw nothing. Like I said, I saw 35 seconds. Well, no, I saw 2 minutes, but I didn't watch it all. And it was just
Hmm.
Biden sounding like he was gonna die. I was like, I even tweeted, I was like, this man is like the undead. Like,
Hmm.
how long? Man, we need to age a cap of how old a president
Yeah.
can be, because these geriatric I was well I don't this is our channel. Can I be saying these geriatric niggas?
I was like, I know what you're about to say that you're debating saying.
I don't know. It feels weird. I'm like, you're not. I mean,
Yeah.
you the homie, but like,
Hmm.
this is your channel too. I don't. And you're editing it. I'm like, is it racist if you leave it in there? Like, does
Yeah.
it count?
How does this work?
But these
What are the ethics of
geriatric
this?
fellas, these
Uh-huh.
geriatric neighbors,
I was just gonna say
are
neighbors.
need to stop, bro. Like, we can't have this. They're too
I
old,
know, and we
man.
keep there was like Mitch McConnell basically having a stroke when he was giving a speech a little bit ago. And there's like Dianne Feinstein who's basically in a vegetative state and they're just like, no, she's fine. Like, okay, we need age limits. This is ridiculous. Um,
I understand being 35 to run. Like, that makes sense. Like,
mhm,
but you can't be like, I don't know, man. There needs to be like 75. Okay, like
mhm.
like 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 the national, isn't the retirement age like 65 or something?
Yeah, it's up a little bit. I want to say it's like 67. But yeah, it's ridiculous
That
that we would set that retirement age and then be like,
is
"Oh
too
yeah, we can just have
much.
this 8-year-old." You know, there are people like in my camp, so to speak, who are like, "We need Bernie." And it's like, "No, okay, we don't need Bernie though. We don't need an even older person. Like we love Bernie,
Presidents
but
been getting
no."
older and older. They've been getting older
Yeah.
and older. Okay, so I think the first time I was cognizant of a president when I was like young, because I remember
Uh-huh.
being in grade school and we did like a mock presidential election where like they
Hmm.
had like all the kids cast a vote. Like, we went up to like these boxes and wrote the names and put it in there.
Hmm.
And it was Bush and who was that one guy that was like that really nice guy that was like running along against
Would it have
Bush, I
been Gold
think.
or who was the second term? I can't remember. Who
I
ran against
researched, but
Bush?
I remember saying I didn't know anything about politics. I knew nothing at all. But I remember telling everyone I voted for Bush, and they all looked at
Kerry.
me with hatred. Like, yeah, Kerry. Yeah, it was him. It was Kerry.
Hmm.
And then Obama was elected in '08, right? That was when he started.
Hmm.
So I was like in, I want to say middle school. Yeah, because
Yeah.
my high school was 11 to 15. So yeah, I was in like, no, I may have been in grade school actually. I don't know, years. I was a child.
Hmm. Because
That's the point.
I was in grade school when Obama got
That's the point.
elected. I remember the night Obama got elected, actually.
I remember every
But,
soul food place had Obama's picture on the wall.
mm,
Like, you go get some chicken. There was like a yes we can thing. It was a big thing. But the point I'm
yeah,
making is these people are not that old. Like, they were
right.
old, but like they like Obama was like uncared was an outlier of how young he was. I remember people were kind of holding it against,
Hmm.
like, look at this young guy. And
Yeah.
Bush was old, but I don't know. He wasn't like, it didn't seem like a strong gust of wind could take him out,
Hmm.
like could take him out the
Hmm.
game forever. But like,
Yeah.
they're just getting too old, man. I don't know. Like, I don't. What are we gonna have, like a 90-year-old president next? We're almost there. We're gonna be
I
there.
know. The
If
DNC, I swear to God. there are murmurs of Newsom. I don't know how much you know about Gavin Newsom, but there are
I
like
don't know who
murmurs
that
about
is.
him taking the oh God, governor of California. Um he fine, all things considered. He's like pointed to by Republicans as like the epitome of like woke, and he's just like a moderate Democrat. Like he's I don't know, he's whatever. But
He's so
he
woke.
could talk. He he's got he's got that Governor Riz. And I would love to see a Newsom Trump debate. I actually don't think it would happen. I think if Newsom took Biden's place, which is already kind of a long shot, but I think if he did that, I don't know if Trump would agree to a debate with him. But I think that would be fun. Um, but yeah, it was a mess. And
So
I
what?
was
How
texting my
long
friend the
was
whole
it?
time. It was about 2 hours. It was supposed to be an hour and a half. And then suddenly we get to the 90-minute mark and they're like, we'll be right back. And I was like, oh, we're still going? I was like, just end my suffering already. But I was texting my friend and I think I sent you this screenshot of us being like, shut the fuck up about golf. Stop talking about golf. They spent like a
I was
full
literally
minute being like, I got
considering.
my handicap down to 6. And I was like, shut up.
I was literally considering. I was like, this would be content. I was like, should I watch this with Cam? Should I be like, hey, let's watch this? But then I was like, nah, I'm too sleepy. Like, I'm tired.
It was not. I skipped out on starting on watching The Bear with my friend. We were supposed to start it the other night and I was like, "No, I got to watch the debate." And I was like, why did I do
You
that?
should have watched The Bear.
I should have
Have
watched
you
The
wait?
Bear."
Have you seen The Bear before? Or are you like watching it for the first time?
No, I've seen it. I'm 2 episodes into season 3.
Oh, I've not seen it, man. I don't know.
I
That's
highly recommend because I think the I don't remember. I was talking to like my uncle about it and he said the first episode was really stressful and he couldn't get past it, but I like it a lot. Sorry, what were you going to say about it?
every time. Is I mean nothing. Like, is it?
Mhm.
I know it's Twitter's darling. Twitter loves The Bear.
Mhm.
I see The Bear
Yeah.
so much. Well, it was Secession, but Secession. It's interesting how
Mhm.
shows like that's another take. Like how like I don't know. There's not been like a huge culturally relevant like people. I haven't seen anyone talk about Secession in so long. Like
Mhm.
I gotta say the last thing that lasted was probably Euphoria season 2. That lasted a really long time, where people were
Mhm.
the memes, the talk of it. Like I remember I wasn't even watching Sopranos, but in '06 when Sopranos ended, people were like
Right.
that was like a global like people were talking. People still talk about this for like even to this day. But I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I don't hear like I've got to say the last real one was probably Game of Thrones. That was probably the last
True.
like everyone is watching this show. We're
Mhm.
all in on this.
I guess
But
like
the
maybe with
bear,
the
I don't
advent of
know.
streaming services, there's just so much to watch.
Yeah, yeah. There
Because
used to
I.
be like 3 shows and that was it.
Mhm.
Like you like back in like the 2000s, like the late 2000s, you had like House, you had Bones, and
Right.
you had like a couple of sitcoms, and that was the
Yeah.
those were your like
Mhm.
those were your dramas. Like
Mhm.
when House came
Like
on,
Grey's
everyone was
Anatomy.
watching House. Yeah, Grey's Anatomy is still going on. That's the crazy thing.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it's
What?
still going. I'm fairly certain it either recently ended or it's ongoing. Let me see. I feel like
Wow.
it has like a whole different thing.
Impressive if true. What else do
It
people?
has 20
I don't know.
seasons.
Wow. It's like a straight up soap opera. Um. Oh, but the bear. It's got a lot
Is
of.
Do you like
It's
it? Is it good?
very cooking centric.
Oh, how do
Lots of
you how do
cooking
you fare watching
montages, and
it?
I'm like,
Do you panic? Are you like, whoa? Like, what am I watching? What?
it a little bit freaks me. I just, I mean, it's fine. I like seeing other people being able to hold their own in the presence of food. I'm like, good for you. But, um, Yeah, it's like tangentially, it's definitely about, oh, it's also like having worked in a restaurant, having worked in a couple restaurants, it's very accurate to what working in a restaurant is like. So I think that was fun. Um, but it's like the restaurant and the food are arguably like the secondary topic of the show. It's about like
Isn't it a
it's about
drama?
like
It's basically a
family.
drama.
It's a yeah, but it's also really funny. It's it's a lot. It also takes place in Chicago.
Hey,
And there's
Shy
lots of
City.
B-roll of Chicago
Is
and
Kanye West a star? Is it starring Kanye West?
Kanye West. It does star a lot of like Chicago. Well, there's one episode where a bunch of Chicago actors show up, and that's like fun because it's all these people that you're like, what? There's so many cameos in it, and it's in season two. Um, where it's I don't know if this is a spoiler, but it's Christmas, and so like the whole family is at the house. It's like a flashback to Christmas, and it's just like the whole episode. Like the family is like running around and the kitchen's a mess and people are fighting and it's I don't know. It's really good though.
Is isn't like the one guy a genius or something? Isn't that like the hook or something? I don't know. I don't know
Well, he's like a
anything about it.
crazy good cook. He's like a well, not a celebrated chef, but he's a prestigious chef.
Mm.
Like he worked in a bunch of really nice restaurants and then he kind of inherits his brother's like beef sandwich
Uh,
place.
doesn't he like gentrify it into something that it like he makes it like a fine dining location?
Yeah.
I would be upset if I had like a my favorite soul food spot and some like
Yeah.
greasy looking Italian guy bought it that'd be smoking cigarettes constantly and turned it
Yeah.
into like that. I'd be like, come on, man, this isn't what I wanted, bro.
They
Like this.
they seem to have brought it up in season 3 where they're like, "All right, we need to also serve the stuff that was at this old restaurant because people are pissed." Um I don't really know if that's because yeah, on one hand, like when they show because they like renovate the whole place and it turns into this like nice restaurant, and on one hand I'm like, this is cool, and on the other I'm like, this feels wrong.
I've
But
never the guy who plays the bear. I've never seen anything he was in other than that movie that recently came out about the wrestlers, the Iron Claw. Yeah, that was the first
oh
time.
yeah,
They always call him like the working class Timothy
hmm yeah,
Shalnai, whatever that guy's name is. Or
hmm
they call him like the rustic Gene Wilder. I've seen
hmm
a whole bunch
he
of
does look like Gene Wilder.
comparisons.
Yeah, he could totally play Wilder. He was in
But man,
Shameless, which I didn't love, but also takes place in Chicago. I don't think he's from. Where is he from? My
probably
computer's at
from what?
55 degrees right now.
Yo, why?
Can it
What type of
chill out?
what is
This
up
is
with your computer,
ridiculous.
man?
This is ridiculous. I
Why?
went to
How
type
many
something
programs
and
do
it
you
would
have
like
running?
hurt my hands. I have Chrome, OBS,
That's probably
Final
why you
Cut,
got
which
the
I should
OBS.
close. OBS,
OBS
I don't
takes
know,
up
maybe OBS is using a lot.
processing power.
Honestly, Chrome uses a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
power. I
I
have to
don't know
quit
why.
Chrome all the time,
Yeah,
but
and
I
you
don't
said you
know.
have 16 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, this should not be happening,
That's crazy because
but
I have a gaming laptop that only has 8
mhm,
gigs of RAM, and it like I'll be running like all these programs. I'll be like running high graphics games, recording it, record like have my screen, the audio all, and it's fine. Like I'm like, what's
yeah,
going on? How old is your MacBook? When did you get that?
like 2 years ago.
2 years.
I, yeah. So
Are
I
you?
don't, it's like, what's it called? I can't remember what the word is, where they make stuff that breaks down, so you have to get a new one.
Oh, you
Planned,
like? Yeah.
I can't remember the word. But
So
yeah,
are you
I don't
like a
know.
Mac? Are you a Mac user heavy? Like, are you Apple? Are you Apple all the way? Was it like
Yeah.
you learned? That's how I know you. That's how I know you must have came up in a different type of tax bracket because these Apple products, bro. I don't think I
Mhm.
touched an Apple product until I was 17, and it was someone else's, bro.
Mhm.
Someone was like, "I got this new MacBook." I was at. It was like in the 2015s, 16s, and
Mhm.
this was like heavy in the hipster era, where everyone had on their scarves and they were all listening to like the MGMT and like
Mhm.
whatever, and they were all like having a great time. And someone he pulled out like a MacBook, and I was like, "What is that?" He's like,
Mhm.
"You can't get viruses. You can't get a single virus on this."
They're pretty good about that. My mom will always, because she'll like, I don't even know. She'll just like download shit. I don't know what she does, but she'll always be like, I have a virus. You have to get this virus off my computer. I'm like, okay, you don't have a virus, but you did do something.
What's
Get
that?
lots of like
What
pop-ups, and I'm like,
what
yeah.
is she like that old woman that's going on websites and like you won $50,000 if you click in the next 15 seconds? Is she clicking those types of things?
She is generally okay about that. At least in the last, I don't know if she used to do it, but like she texted me a week or two ago and she was like, "Did you spend $250 at Target?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "I just got a text from the bank that there was a $250 thing at Target." And I was like, "Don't click that link." But yeah, that kind of thing. But she was like, she sent me something and she was like, "Is this a scam?" And I was like, "Yeah." So
Definitely.
she's at least moderately aware that there are scams.
Oh yeah, dude. So I grew up going to church. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I went to church 3 nights a week, sometimes four. Like it was just, but I mean, I had a lot of friends there, so it was like like it wasn't like we were always there just worshiping the Lord. Like we might just be going there playing video games or playing
Mm-hmm.
basketball. Like it was like this is just it's like a
Mm-hmm.
culture. There was like these events, these like church related events where we'd travel to like other connected churches and like we'd like all and like we do an event there or something. I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
the point of this story is I was in like another state. I think may have been Indiana or something. I don't know, but I was staying at this someone's house. This was just a common thing. Like random people that went to churches connected to mine would just stay at my
Mm-hmm.
house. Like I'd get up in the morning and I'd look in the living room floor and there'd just be like five sleeping bags of people I don't know. I'd be like, "Hey," they'd be like, "Hello, brother." I'm like, "Okay."
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm sleeping on this random person's floor with like my friends, and an argument breaks out between because I'm like a teen at this point, and there's like my teen homies with me. An argument
Mm-hmm.
breaks out with the parents, and I guess the father had been like got scammed by one of those like ads of like horny milfs in
Oh
your area,
no. Oh
and
no.
he'd been talking to this to the prior mentioned horny milf for
Right.
like at least 6 months, and he'd been sending like money. He sent thousands of dollars, and
Oh my
I was
god.
literally I was in a sleeping bag listening to this breakdown, and the most unsettling thing was like the son, who was like the son of him was like my age, and he's like,
Uh-huh.
"Yeah, I knew this would all come through. I saw the chat history, but I didn't want to say anything." I was like,
Oh
I'm at a
no.
pivotal family moment that I don't want to be involved
Yeah.
in.
Oh god.
But it was the most awkward thing. But I don't know if it was real or not. Like if the
Mm-hmm.
person was actually, I think because like I think they were doing like webcam. I feel like it was a sort of like Andrew Tate like situation where the girl
Mm-hmm.
was real, but it was like
Yeah.
a handler was like
Sure.
setting this. Yeah, like
Oh, that's
she was probably
so,
talking to
yeah.
a bunch of people and
Mm-hmm.
like one guy was like or like a team was like conducting the messages because like she would be down to message whenever, like 3 in the morning, hey baby, like all the time, like
Hmm.
it didn't even matter. So, but man, that
Wow.
was all from an ad, all from a pop up ad, like he he
Yeah, that's
fell into
crazy.
this.
That's like,
Hey
hey
cutie,
cutie,
want to
want to
see
see
me
me
tonight?
tonight?
Go
Go
to
to livecamgirlhorrors.co.nz
livecamgirlhorrors.co.nz
and
and
enter
enter
your
your
billing
billing info.
info.
He tried to pass
Hmm?
it off as like it was a virus. Like
Oh
he was
god.
trying to defend himself. He was trying to be like it was a virus. Like it's just a virus. They have our
Hmm.
billing information, and I think they're still married. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're still together. I don't know.
Well, good for, I was gonna say good for them. I don't know if that's really good for them, but sure.
But that was like, man, that was such an awkward time. That was like a weird thing about growing up in the church. There's like I'd
Hmm.
be there for like the most tense, awkward situations. Cause like it'd
Hmm.
be like I'd go to like teen camp every year for like the summer,
Hmm.
and like there we'd be like having like emotional conversations that wouldn't be had. Like out of nowhere, someone would be like, "My parents beat me." I'd be like, "Yo, okay, like this is." Or it'd be
Hmm.
like saying some stuff like, my parents are getting divorced and they're like they've been cheating on each other and they're gonna get divorced
Hmm.
and then marry the people that they're cheating with. And I'm sitting there like I got nothing
Oh.
for you, man.
Hmm.
Jesus is Lord. Like
Yeah.
I got nothing for you. Jesus is Lord. There's Bible camps. Is there Jew? Well, okay.
Hmm.
I was okay. Don't take this
Are
out
there?
of
Oh, I
context.
was like,
Is there camps in the summer for people of that Abrahamic
of
religion
that.
to
Yeah.
to go to?
Funny you ask. Yeah, there are. I don't think they're the same vibe as Bible camp. I knew people in high school who went to Bible camp, and they were all like, I don't know. I don't think it's the same vibe. I don't think it's as I don't know though because I never did it,
You've never
but I
been to
don't
Bible
think
camp.
it's yeah, I never did Bible camp and I never did Jewish camp. But
You never did a starlight devotional where we were singing and playing acoustic guitar under the starlight.
did you ever did you ever watch that video where she's like she's bowling and she's like, "Dear Jesus, let me get like a strike." And then I think she goes and like gets like a gutter ball or something. I don't know, my friend always talked about that video. She would be
I don't.
like,
It
we always had to
sounds
watch that at
familiar,
Bible
but
camp. Um, yeah, I don't really know what the like camp entailed, but when I was in Hebrew school, they would always have people from that camp come and be like, "Come to H0rny," which I think I can say because I think that's a national thing. I don't think that like reveals anything about where I was, but I think they would go to Israel, which is this one.
yo, okay, straight to Israel. Okay,
Yeah,
this is a
yeah.
pro-Palestine podcast.
Hey.
but
Um,
that's dude. I honestly, I feel like just the whole religious experience of growing up in the church could be because there's so many insane, wacky things that I
yeah, for sure.
that I've seen that would just be common to me. But I think I don't hate it because I mean I still like it's a part of me. I'll always like believe in God and all that. But like
Hmm.
it's like and I don't regret because it was a community. Like overall, like I feel like it's been a good influence on like who like I don't know. I always had like there'd be times like my family because we used to be poor. We just had no money and like
Hmm.
church like 20 church people would just show up with like truckloads of groceries and they just give it to me like
That's nice.
or like say like we didn't have enough it's like the winter and we can't afford gas someone would just
Hmm.
like they just mail checks to our house and this wasn't like organized by the it was just they're just like
Hmm.
it was a very like uplifting like you never felt like you were like destitute like you always had
Hmm.
like I remember my dad lost his job and he had to lease on his car but he had to give it back because he couldn't pay it anymore and like
Hmm.
they just someone like just got him a car. I mean, it was like an old beater,
Wow.
but it worked. Like it would get him to work and
Yeah.
back. But like literally, they just got him a car. He was like, here's your car. I was like, man, this is. So hey, I got positive. It's a positive thing.
That's good. That's good that there are people out there getting that positive church experience. I hear about those like every once in a while on Twitter where someone's like the church is working how it's supposed to and they're like actually helping their
Yeah,
neighbors
like
out and stuff like that.
I honestly never felt like oppressed, but also
Hmm.
I'm a
Hmm.
straight man, so I don't know
Yeah.
how this would be if it was like had I had some, and I was never
Hmm.
into like I don't want to say weird like people doing different things, but I'm pretty
Yeah, like
general like I don't like I've never drank, I never
hegemonic
smoke.
vanilla.
So like the things that they taught us to stray from was not like there was like the edgy kids that would like come to teen events high or like that, but I never cared for that. So it
Hmm.
was for me it was a positive environment. It was never uh
That's good.
like a bad thing for me. Just
Hmm.
the house, the Lord. What
Hmm.
now it's the Jew segment. I guess this was the Christ segment, but
Dude, this coming early today. Normally it's at the
I
end.
mean, we're gonna have to abridge this anyway. So,
True. Yeah,
so
we're
like
speed running
what?
this episode.
Yeah, Twilight laugh.
Kim's gotta get to work.
Work. That's you driving to work.
Hmm.
You're just
Oh
doing that the whole time.
my
But
god, we
so
do the podcast and I'm on Zoom driving to work.
so when you
But
like
yeah, so what were we saying?
when you go to the were you a practicing it's interesting how Judaism is like a culture more than a
Hmm.
religion. So like when you
Yeah.
go into the like I'd be at the church 4 nights a week sometimes. I'd go there Sunday for church. I'd go there Wednesday
Hmm.
for a midweek service. I'd go there Friday for a like a teen service and a teen event where it'd be like a
Hmm.
lesson and we'd play basketball or dodgeball. They'd always play like censored versions of pop songs or like censored this was the dubstep era, so it'd be like the
Hmm.
censored dubstep version of like a Fallout Boy song or something.
That's funny. Hmm.
and I'd go
Um.
and sometimes I'd go there Saturday for something else. So it'd just be a
Hmm.
common thing. What is it like for for y'all?
Yeah, so I went to a Reform synagogue, which is like a little chiller. Most, I'm not gonna say most, a lot of Jewish people are like Reform Jewish, which is a little bit chiller and
What's that even
like,
mean?
I really should be able to describe it better, but there's like three basic levels of Judaism, which is like Reform, Conservative, and Orthodox. Um, and
I know
so
Orthodox. I've seen the Orthodox.
yeah, I have family that's Orthodox, and like I went to my was it my cousin? I went to the wedding of someone in my family who was Orthodox, and I like had to wear a head covering, and I had to
Oh,
I'll do all this stuff. Um, but Reform Judaism is kind of chill, all things considered. Um,
so y'all eating
when
pork?
I
Y'all eating
was
bacon wrapped ribs every single
no,
day?
I mean I'm sure I'm sure some people are like. There's definitely first of all, there's not so much of an expectation to keep kosher. I just pretend I keep kosher to not eat pork and seafood, or rather pork and shellfish. But
You just don't eat in
um,
general. You don't need that. You're like
that's
no
neither here
food,
nor there. But yeah,
egg.
egg. Um. Oh hi. I was like, why is my door? Hello. Um. I like hear my door creaking open, and I was like, who is that? But um. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So when I was going the most would have been leading up to my bat mitzvah when I was in Hebrew school. I would be at Hebrew school on like Tuesdays Sunday school on Sundays, and then Friday night services. That would be the main things.
No,
And then,
that's 3 nights a week. It's a solid three.
yeah. And then, like, I don't know how long I went to Sunday school. Mouse, come here. Um, yeah, Sunday school was for a while. Hebrew school was only a couple years. And Friday night services would be on and off. Like, my mom now
What
goes
you
to, like, a Talmud class that she always wants to bring me to, but I don't really go to.
do? Jewish people sing? Do Jewish people dance? Oh, y'all in there? What goes down?
Definitely not the way that you do. The way that, in my
I think
experience,
you went
black
mute. Oh
churches
no, you're
do.
good. Yeah, y'all wasn't in there
We are
catching the
we
Holy
are not a
Spirit.
black church, but um,
I went to a mixed
my
race
in the
church, so
time
it wasn't.
okay, in the time that I've been there, we've sort of upped our like music. Don't drink my brain, mouse. Um, yeah, there's chanting, which is I guess a little bit
You
different than
chant.
singing. Chanting is basically singing. It's just called chanting. But also some of the chants of oh boy, this is oh my god, this is bringing me back. So, I don't actually know if it's in the books. I don't think it is, but there's this thing called trope in Hebrew where there are markings on the words or on like the syllables that say like how you're supposed to sing them. And I learned those when I was in Hebrew school, but I don't remember any of them now.
You can't. So you couldn't teach me a Hebrew chant. You couldn't be like, here's the chant. Here's the way.
Well, I could tell you the melody. I just wouldn't be able to read the trope like off of the page. But like I don't know if I were to do okay. Here I'll do my performance of Avotenu Imotenu.
Oh yeah, do it. This is another short material.
Oh God. Oh God.
Do it.
Baruch atah Adonai. I'm so it'd be like Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Velohei Avotenu Ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Velohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei, and then this is debatable if you say Rachel Elohei Leah or Elohei Leah Elohei Rachel.
They're debating it. They're fighting over this. They're like, what goes first?
Do you mention Rachel or Leah? And I like mentioning Rachel first because then it rhymes. Um, then you
Just for
rhyme
the rhyme scheme.
just for the rhyme. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanavra El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim Vekonei Ha'akol V'Zoher Chasdei Avot Ve'imochot. I'm not really getting those. I'm so sorry. Um,
Is that a key part of the language? Is that
that was a
is
big
that
deal
a
in
key
Hebrew
part?
school. It would be like if you know anything about Judaism at all, like my friend would always be, "Oh yeah, I'm Jewish, Baruch atah Adonai," but it's not Baruch atah Adonai, it's Baruch atah Adonai. Our Hebrew teachers would like get on us about that and be like, it's not challah, it's challah. It's not Hanukkah, it's Hanukkah. But
Oh man,
mm,
that's like the phlegm. The
yeah, but yeah,
man, Judaism. That the Jew segment. What did
the
I?
Jew
Oh
segment.
yeah, cook food, Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Cam cook. What's the
Yeah,
last thing you
cook.
cooked, Cam? Tell me. Tell me.
I don't know.
Tell me
I've
now.
been I've been
How how have you been
barely eating,
surviving?
to be honest. I I don't know if I ate anything. Yes. No, I mean I did late after work, but I'm trying to think if I ate anything before that. I don't know if I did. I gotta
You know,
eat.
You're gonna wither away. You're gonna
Yeah,
just shrink.
like Joe Byron. I'm gonna wither away.
But yeah. Okay,
Um,
that was yeah.
we can.
Do you is there anything else? I
I'm
think
getting
this was a
cocky. I'm like, we can get a couple minutes in if we. I probably should. I should
You
not
wanna?
make myself late to work.
Can you speed
I
it?
don't
Can you
know.
fast
I'm in the
furious this?
groove. I'm having a good time. But yeah, I should probably not be late to work. Um,
Yeah. Weekly Cam. Cam is a great content creator. Cam, make
thank
the
you.
videos, man. Make them.
Yeah. All right.